Happening today, the race to collect millions of walleye eggs kicks off this morning at Lake Pueblo.
This is part of a major effort by Colorado Parks and Wildlife to keep fishing strong across the state.
Yeah, keep those lakes stocked. Let's get out to Kayla Henderson with why today is such a big day for CPW. Kayla.
Good morning, ladies. Yes, I am live here in Lake Pueblo in front of the boathouse where all of the walleye reproducing will happen later on this morning. And I have here with me the PIO, Joey Livingston with Colorado Parks and Wildlife. Joey, now I mentioned the boathouse. So what's going down in the boathouse later on this morning?
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of action, a lot of our volunteers, biologists, it's going to be packed in there. But basically we're going to have our crews going out and gathering walleye that have been captured in nets that we placed yesterday. They're going to be bringing them back, taking those walleye out, seeing if they're ready to spawn and reproduce, sorting them, throwing them around. It's going to be a lot of action and a good time.
So Joey, why are walleye such a big deal for Colorado anglers and what makes them a favorite catch?
Yeah, they're a great sport fish. People love to catch them. They put up a good fight, and they're also one of the better tasting fish that we have. And really in the wild, we have about 10% natural reproduction. If we didn't conduct these spawning operations, in our hatcheries, we have about 80% reproduction success. And so we really need to do this to make sure that we bolster those walleye populations so that we have those fish out there for our anglers to enjoy.
I've never tried walleye fish before, but I'm definitely going to have to taste it pretty soon. Yeah. And so, how do you safely handle the walleyes during the process? So what steps are taken to make sure they're not harmed?
Yeah, they're pretty durable. We make sure we keep them in oxygenated wells to make sure that they have the oxygen that they need. But they can be pretty resilient and be out of the water for a little bit of time. And so, our folks, as you'll see, they're well accustomed and well trained to handling these fish. Our aquatic biologists are out surveying fish most of the year, and so have tons of experience handling fish like this.
Now, this is an annual event. Now, you guys come here every spring, and since you guys come out here every spring, what happens if you guys don't?
Yeah, well, this operation has been going on at Pueblo since 1988, so been going on down here a long time. So it's very vital to having those fish and supporting that opportunity. Yeah, sorry.
Now, how do you make sure the fish you collect today are returned safely to the lake?
Yeah. Okay. So that was a point I wanted to make. So we're not harming these fish. These fish are returned back into the water. So really, we're just taking those eggs out. Naturally they would drop those eggs into the water, but a lot of other predation is going to happen. Those eggs are going to get eaten by other fish, and so we can prevent that by raising them in the hatchery. So we take those eggs out. Fish are just fine. We release them back into the water, and they go on and do their thing.
Wow, such a cool process. That is such a cool process. So CPW says this is one of their most important events of the year. Live at Lake Pueblo, I'm Kayla Henderson, KKTV 11 News.